Hello everybody, Heather the Bard here, and tonight I have a lesson for more of the intermediate player of the ukulele, somebody who's been playing chords for a while, is fairly familiar with the chord shapes and strumming techniques, and maybe has accompanied themselves singing or accompanied somebody else singing with the ukulele. So this fun little technique is called a hammer-on and a pull-off. There's two of them. And they're used to kind of spice up the transitions between one chord shape and the next. And you can play around with them. After you play for a while, you'll get an idea of which ones are comfortable for you to do, which ones aren't, how you may want to do certain things with certain chord combinations, and so on and so forth. But here's the basic technique. So you have, I'm just going to show you on a G chord. You can take off, just lift off one finger for a pull off, and a hammer on is when you put it back down. So G chord, here's a pull off, and a hammer on. You can do, and it sounds differently. You can do that with virtually any chord. Trying to do that with C is a little tricky because that's just a one-finger chord, but if you play the bar version of C, you can do another thing you can do is you can use, especially like on G, and this is a very easy one to illustrate this, is you can use this finger to do a hammer on the note above before coming back down. So hammer-ons and pull-offs. And you can do that, so just to add a little bit of spice, you know, you'll be playing along. A little way you can use it right there. And I did what for that I went from C to a G. I did a pull off, hammer on. Then I went to the D chord and did the same thing. Went back up to C and then down to D. And you can combine that. You get interesting effects when you combine a hammer on or a pull off with different types of strumming patterns. So that's kind of why I say this is a technique best worked on by somebody who's been playing for a while, who's a little more of an intermediate skill level. So there you have it. A under 5-minute lesson on how to do a hammer-on and a pull-off on your ukulele. My name's Heather the Bard. If you've enjoyed this, please consider tossing a buck in my online tip jar, hitting like and upvote on Steemit, or sharing this video wherever. And as always, I have a group on Facebook called the Bard's Ukulele Study Group. Lessons are posted there. Every time I do a lesson, it's posted there. You can ask questions, coordinate with other people, learn from each other. I strongly recommend that you check it out. And as always, happy playing. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.